All right, so we're going to be reviewing this Kodiak Canvas 8-person Flex-Bow tent, and it's a 10 by 14. This is the first time using it, so we're going to unbox it and then we're going to set it up and show you what it looks like. This is what your center pole should look like when it's completely assembled. Your tension rods are bent and you got all of your pieces connected together. The connection you're going to make, you basically have to force, it almost takes two people. You have to force that pole together right here in this spot where you see the weld and the bigger pipe. That's where you're going to make your connection at. It's really hard to do, especially the first time. So one tip when you want to try to get it apart is this pole right here slides back and forth. And it's the only way you're going to get this off is there is a nipple that pops out when you're assembling your tent. You're going to want to push that in and then slide this all the way in and it'll come apart. Makes it a lot easier. That's the only way you're going to get it apart. I'm just going to put the end of the pole, your side pole, in the nipple and just raise it up and stick it down in the cleat there. And you'll do the same thing on the other side. To raise your tent, you're going to put the top pole here, your side pole, where the nipple is, push up and stick it in the little cleat down there in the bottom. You can do that on both sides and that'll put it up. All right, the tent's all set up. Just a look at it, what it looks like on the inside. Empty. Set the two doors in the back and then also the two in the front. It's got a gear rack, gear pockets on both ends, and then you got the shelf up there. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty roomy, pretty big. Good look of it on the outside. One thing I really like about this tent is the stakes. They are super, super heavy duty, and we were able to drive in with no problems. I've camped here at this campground before and had trouble getting stakes to go in the ground, but not this time with these. One thing that I really like about this tent is the little canopy cover here. That's super cool. It did rain and it kind of got filled up, so you can see it's kind of sagging. There's really no way to like adjust that. These poles aren't adjustable. I wish they were, but they're not. And if they were, it'd be great because you could get it up a little higher. But you can kind of set it up to where it's kind of angled if you wanted to. But the tent did really well. I'm happy with it. We'll walk around. Let you see what it looks like from all sides. It's got some pretty good screen doors, and there's some extra ventilation, like up here, that you can unzip and open up if it's hot, or you just want to get some air flowing. It's on both ends. Didn't get these bars like quite centered, but it was a struggle getting that together. And turns out to be a really nice tent. I'm very happy with this. This is probably the best tent I've ever owned, and probably will last the rest of my lifetime. All right, so we're at the end of our trip. First time using the Kodiak 8-person canvas tent. Very happy with it. We're taking it down right now, and taking it apart wasn't so bad. Learning how to get everything together and taking it apart, you know, there's a couple of tricks which I've shown you on how to get everything together and how to take it apart. The center rod that holds up the roof of the tent is the hardest part, but once you get that down, everything else is good. We stayed in this tent in 20-degree weather. We had a small electric heater. It was probably rated to heat a room like a 10 by 10, 100 square foot, little tiny little electric heater, and it kept the tent above, I'd say 50 to 60 degrees most of the time. It rained the first night and there was no issues, no leaks. It was comfortable. It was actually, this is the best tent I've ever stayed in. I highly recommend it. If you're able to get one of these, definitely do it. I've read that you may have to treat these after a few years, so make sure that you look into that. But I recommend this tent. It's a really good quality tent. Everything, the seams are made really well. The canvas is very thick. I was really surprised how thick the tub is. This thing weighs 80 pounds, so it's very, very heavy, and it's great for the winter time. I don't know about hot weather, how this tent would do. I think it would be kind of rough to stay in the summertime, but we recommend it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.